Let's welcome Vincent.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vincent, and today I'd like to talk about my favorite country. Okay, so the outline of the presentation will be the background of the country and why I live there, and also the differences in school life, and also recommendation if anyone wants to visit. So, what is the country? Does anyone want to have a guess? Pretty easy. Alright, it's Thailand. So Thailand is a country located in Southeast Asia and is bordered by Myanmar to the west and Laos and Cambodia to the east and Malaysia in the south. So the country can be roughly divided into 5 regions. The north here and Isan and central, east and south. And this area, the Isan means northeast in Thai. So the country has 69 million people and it's the 50th largest country in terms of land area. And the capital is Bangkok, located over here in the central region. And other famous cities such as Pattaya, Phuket, and Chiang Mai are also very good to visit. Okay, so next part is why I live there. So my father was a diplomat, so due to the job nature, he has to travel a lot, and sometimes I get the chance to travel with him. So in fact, Thailand was the second country that I lived in. And I lived in Bangkok from 2012 to 2019 for a total of 7 years. And this is probably your impression of Thailand, right? So for the record, these 4 photos are the ones I found from the internet. And later I'll show a lot more pictures that I took from my phone, from my camera. So this one is the Chao Phraya River. It's located in Bangkok. And this one is the floating market, also located near Bangkok, about an hour. And this is Krabi. It's a beach located in the south over here. And this is the Wat Longhu, which means White Temple. It's located in the north. So yeah, as you can see, Thailand has a lot of palace, nice sceneries, floating markets, beautiful beach, as well as temple. Okay, so yeah, you're not wrong. This are the photos that I took. This is for the Royal Crematorium for King Ramadan, as some of you might have known. 4 years ago, the Thailand, their king, the King Ramadan the Great, he passed away. And this was the funeral place for a lot of the Thai citizens to pay a visit and pay respect. And this building was stand for a whole year for the mourning period. And these 2 are from Goli Bay. It's over here in the south. And these are very beautiful beach that I've been. And the water is very clear. I think it's quite similar to Maldives, if not, as a good competition. And it's also much closer and cheaper. And this is the elephant, as you might have known. Thailand, the national animal is elephant. And I don't remember what that was, but that is my dad. Alright, so next part is school life. So I went to an international school called Bangkok International Preparatory and Secondary School, also known as Bangkok Prep. And the program of study is based on national curriculum England, so it's IGCSE and A-levels. Some of you might heard it before. And the difference is that in sixth form, which is the last 2 years of senior high school, it's year 11, year 12 and 13, and I took history, geography, and business studies. I want to talk about this is because the difference that I know from Taiwanese senior high school is that we can choose what subjects we want to study and focus on for university life. So I chose these 3 subjects as it fits my interests. And also this picture over here, as you can see, we didn't have any uniform. We just only had to wear business attire like this, but obviously no jacket. And the colors are optional. You can choose any color you want. And this is the common room where we just chill ahead of class, and it has a lot of sofas, and we can social with people, we can eat there as well. And this is the exterior of the school, as well as the football pitch. And this is where PE classes are held. Okay, here are some photos from my graduation day. And it was really memory because this marks the end of my stay in Thailand, and it's for a total of 7 years. I spent my junior and senior high school years in Thailand, so it really played a big part in me. And I want to talk about this person over here. It's really special that I get to study with a person. His dad was one of the richest person in Thailand, top 40 that I searched out because a lot of people talk about his dad. I was like, oh, he just seems like a normal person. So I searched it out, and his dad was ranked number 40 in the whole of Thailand, and Thailand has 69 million people, as you know. So yeah, I didn't know he was really rich, but yeah, he happened to be my friend. And yeah, these are some of the photos, and yeah, that's me. And here, that's for the whole class. We have about 60 people for the whole year, and I don't even know where I was. Okay, so here are the recommendation. If you have a chance to visit Thailand, which I think you should, here are some places that you need to visit. There are islands, temples, museums, and even nightlife. I'll start with this one. This is the Longhu statue in Hua Hin. This is a much revered Thai monk in Thai society. In Thai society, Buddhist is their main religion, so a lot of people practice Buddhism. And this is a monk where you can see from a lot of people's amulets, and it's also the biggest in Thailand. And this is next to the statue, and it's a former king, former Thai king. And this is located here in Hua Hin, in the central of Thailand. And it also has a beautiful beach. And this one is the Erewhon Shrine. It's located in the Ratchatham intersection, and that is in Bangkok. And this is the four-faced Buddha, as some of you might have heard. And this is also located in the central business district of Thailand, and it has a lot of streets for shopping, a lot of shopping malls, and it's the most populous area. And this one is Prahinakom Cave. And I find it really interesting is that this is a cave, but there's a pavilion built inside. And during some time in the summer, the sunshine will shine directly onto the pavilion. And this is Koh Samet. It's one of the main areas that tourists will go for nightlife, as well as beautiful scenery for the beach. It's located over here. All right, that's it. That's for my presentation. Thank you. So time for questions. Yeah.
Is the educational system different from? Is the education system in Thailand different from Taiwan?
Yeah, it's very different. First of all, I was in the international school, so English was the main communicator in language between other people, and also there's a lot of people from different nationalities, and the nationalities about half of them, about 50% are Thai nationals, and the rest are some Asian countries or European countries like England, Netherlands, or even US, people from America. So yeah, I do have a lot of friends from different countries because I went to international school. Yes?
Did you meet any problem when you back to Taiwan? Any challenge?
Yes, actually, when I came back to Taiwan after so many years, I actually feel some culture shock, because I feel like, I know the language, I can speak speak Chinese. I can see the signs, everything in Chinese, but I don't know anything. I feel like I'm a foreigner yet. I'm from this country, so it was quite weird for me, and I had to adjust. And it's my coming to the second year here. Yeah, I just moved back from 2019. Yeah, so I'm still adjusting, and I came here alone, so I don't have any friends from high schools or even elementary schools. So I got to start all my life here anew. Yeah.
Good. Any others? So
Yes.
I guess that you also pick up some Thai language.
Thai language. Oh, I can speak just a little bit because I don't really get a chance to speak a lot since some of my friends they're half Thai, so they're fluent in the language. So they serve as the translator in some way. So I don't really get much chance to speak, but I can understand to a certain level. Yeah. So that was probably one of the biggest regrets that I had learned Thai when I was in Thailand. Yeah.
And is it true that the Thai people they still venerate Buddhist monks?
I'm sorry?
Is it true that the Thai people they still venerate the Buddhist monks?
Yeah. It's part of their culture, I think, because in Taiwan, right, I know we have a religion that's Taoism or Buddhism, but it's not as important as it is to Thai people's life because almost everyone they go to the temple, they pray for a lot of different occasions, and they will go to the temple before an exam or anything like that, and they're really religious. Yeah.
Maybe just one more question about the
Yeah.
protest in Thailand right now.
The protest. Right now, Thailand they're protesting for democracy because the new king, the current king, I don't really want to say much, but he's not really a good monarch as he doesn't really care about his people. I think some of you might heard the story where he went to Germany with a harem of 20 women, right, to wait out for the pandemic. And that is true. He spent most of his times in a foreign country. So a lot of Thai people feel like they're just wasting their tax money